Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all okay and doing well. I have come to a supermarket this morning called Winn-Dixie, and this is only my third time ever being here, second time this trip. And yeah, I just found it and it's a really good supermarket. I've signed up to their rewards program, and yeah, they have some really good deals. So I thought I'd take you in and just show you some prices. The last time I came here, I bought these ginormous T-bone steaks that were half price. They had a sale on them. They should have been over $40 and they were $20. I'll have to show you the size of them because they are massive, and they're actually really delicious. So we'll have a look at that, and I'll just give you an overall of, what's in the supermarket, give you an idea of prices and things like that. While I was driving here, I just went off on a tangent. I normally do when I'm by myself, and especially when I'm driving, I tend to think a lot. And I was thinking about my last video and me saying, how some people might see it's madness of, well, you can see I'm not in the Tesla, I am in the truck that we've bought. And I feel like I've felt like I need to explain myself a lot. And I don't know why. I think that's just me in general. I tend to sometimes overthink things, and I worry about people's views and opinions. But I was thinking about when I was driving here, and just thinking that actually everything we're doing, there's always method to our madness. And I remember talking to people, Leslie and Julian, who were buying the business off, about buying the house. And I don't know why, before we bought the house, I really wanted their opinion. I really value their opinion. And they were saying to us, how sensible they actually thought we were, which I didn't expect that. But they were saying that basically when they bought the business, they came over here and they were literally, she said, what felt like dumped on planet Mars. She said it was really overwhelming. They initially didn't have anywhere to stay, so they had all of that. They were knee deep in a business straight away, navigating roads and things like that. And she was saying what utter madness it was. And she was saying how she thought it was so sensible to be getting a house and things here ready, so that when we do come over and we take over the business, that it'd just be seamless. And I was thinking about it driving here, even getting this truck, and even coming over here and driving for the last 5 weeks, how daunting that would have been to have literally just come over here and be knee deep in a business straight away. It would have been so overwhelming. And yeah, there is risks to doing what we've done and the way we've done it, but I feel that they'll be worth it, because things should be so seamless when we do get our visas. We've now got a work truck ready in place. We've got a home. I've been used to driving the roads here. None of the roads faze me at all. So I do feel that we're in a really good, strong position, ready to just get straight into this business that we're going to be doing. So yeah, I don't know, I was just thinking about it on the way here, and I just thought, actually, I'm really glad the way we've done it. Although that there's risks, I'm really glad the way we've done it. So yeah, so I'm going to go into Winn-Dixie now. I'm still suffering so badly with vertigo and migraines. I really don't know what is going on at the moment. I should really have taken my emergency meds today, but I knew I wanted to come out and do food shopping, and when you take them, you're not meant to drive because, yeah, definitely agree with that, because they do make me feel kind of a bit funny. So I think I'm going to do my food shopping, go home and take my emergency meds, and then hubby can do the driving for the rest of the day. The plans for the rest of the day are, we're going to go to this, it's like an antique / thrift store that we found, and we found some patio furniture there a few weeks back. I got no clue whether it's still going to be there or not, but we're going to go back, and if it is, then we're probably going to buy it, because it's a fraction of the price of anything in the shops, and it's really nice. It looks brand new actually. And the reason why we didn't buy it before was because we would have had to relied on a company like delivering it, which would have cost money, and now we've obviously got the truck. But oh my gosh, I just feel, honestly, I can't cope with this. I just feel so dizzy. I don't know why, but it's now just come on really bad. Anyway, I'm going to get into Winn-Dixie. I'm not going to film loads. I'm just going to give you an overview of a few bits in store, prices and what there is to offer, and give you an idea of a American supermarket. Me being me, battery is super low on this. I have got 17%, so I'm not going to be filming loads, I don't think. Grab a cart as well. Okay, as you walk in, you've got sort of special offers and a bit of bakery items, and then you've got quite a large fruit and vegetable section. Show you some of the prices. We've got strawberries, 2 for $7. So I suppose that's not actually that bad, is it? Save $3.98 on 2. That's not actually that awful. Big thing of blueberries, $5.99. That is a big punnet. Got cherries, $5.99 a pound. See, a lot of things are by pound, and I find that really confusing. It's not a bit of me. Got this massive section here, lettuce, all kind of like salady bits and dips. Got an organic section here, which is a little bit more expensive, but if you're into organic, I absolutely love these little baby carrots, so I'm going to get some of those. Those are $2.19 a pack, and then they've also got other ones above at different prices. I'm also looking for some pink lady apples, which are my husband's favourite. So here they've got like per bag, so that's $5.99. which I'd say is quite expensive. Not sure if they're cheaper in Walmart, to be honest. I'm going to grab some limes, which are on 3 for $1, because I'm going to make the kids my salmon and pasta meal. Might have to show you how I make that actually, because something in our house that I've been making for years that the kids, in fact everyone I know, has always absolutely loved. I've decided to get some of these Pink Lady per pound. I'm just going to grab a few because I think we've already got about 3 apples left and my husband goes home in a couple of days, so I'm just going to grab a few, I think. hopefully that won't work out expensive. One thing that I've been doing since I've been here is washing all of my fruit and veg with an actual like fruit and vegetable cleaner. Also going to grab a couple of pears because I absolutely love pears. Also going to grab some bananas because we do get through quite a lot of bananas. They always have here as well is a little trolley which has a selection of pre-packed fruit and vegetables, and it has the prices on. I think it's stuff that's not past its sell by date, but you know what I mean, probably needs to be eaten, but you get some really good deals. So much choice here, and it looks so fresh. Lots of melons. That is my daughter's favourite, dragon fruit. So the last time I came, I did get some of these, the watermelon slices, which were delicious. They're all $2.50 a pack. And then you've got cantaloupe slices as well. Something interesting you may never ever know about me is that I am actually allergic to a lot of fruit. So I'm okay with watermelon, but any other melon I have allergic reaction to. Kiwi I can't eat, lychees I can't eat, and for a very long time I did actually wonder why, and then I discovered it's to do with a fruit that is pollinated, because I have hay fever. Any fruit that has been pollinated I have a reaction to, because it's to do with the pollen. Very interesting. Something that I didn't discover for a very, very long time either. I'm going to try and find some of my husband's favourite beers. I think the last time I came out I didn't have my ID, and I don't know if any of you know this, but it doesn't matter whether you are of age of drinking or 99, you still have to produce ID to buy alcohol, which I find really strange. The fact that clearly if you're in your 80s, 90s, whatever, you look old enough to drink. So why, I just don't get, I do not get why you have to produce ID, but law is law, isn't it? Okay, this is what they've been drinking, Blue Moon, which they both love, so I've picked up one of those. I've now only got 6% battery left, so not sure how much more I'm going to be able to film. I want to show you some of the amazing prices of this meat. Look at this huge thing, rack of ribs, and they're all done by weight, so we've got like $10.69. It's massive. Seriously, this is such good value. I'll show you the steaks next. Right, we've come out for a bite to eat. Husband flies home in a few days, so we thought we'd have a really nice meal, and we've come to a place called Hungry Crab. We've never ever been here before, but I did a Google review and it gets, I think, a 4.5, and we're all really craving some seafood, so yeah, looking forward to going in and having a yummy meal. How delicious does that food look? Tuesday the 13th of January today, and we are going to be getting our shipment from the UK, which has been in storage transit for 7 months, which I can't actually believe it is 7 months since we saw any of our things. As a family, we're trying to work out what is on that shipment, and obviously can remember big things like sofas and things like that, but it is literally going to be like Christmas because I can't remember anything. Not really anything. I can remember a faux olive tree. I can remember furniture bits, but I can't really remember a lot more, which is really bad, isn't it? So it's going to be like Christmas. I wanted to document the whole thing because for my own memories, really. Obviously this whole journey is still an ongoing process. It's been going on for what feels like a very long time, but it'd be really nice to be reunited with our belongings. And yeah, I thought I'd document the whole thing. Excuse the state of me. I got up this morning, I got some scruffy clothes on and fairly no makeup day apart from a little bit of mascara, hair scraped back with a treatment in, ready to wash later. And yeah, I'm excited. A lorry or truck, I should say, has just arrived. How big is it? Oh, it's quite big. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that is so surreal that has travelled all the way from the UK. Absolute madness. Can't believe it. Just realised that that's actually a 40-foot container and there's other people's stuff on it which needs to come off. So they're just doing that first and then it'll be all of our stuff. I've also got a checklist that I need to cross off as and when it comes off the lorry. Very organised, everything has a number and I just have to mark it off on this sheet, and it's slowly coming in. Got stuff in the garage as well, but yeah, I'm impressed, really organised. Anyone is interested in who I used, I will leave the company below. I don't know if you can see, but out there the boxes, or some of them at least, say Pickfords. Now the company I used are kind of like a broker, and they deal with a lot of Pickfords deliveries, except for they charge an absolute fortune. Whereas this company has been amazing. Obviously, do pick up things for Pickfords. Service is no different. You know, if you use Pickfords, it could be this company that come out and package all your things up for you. Just because you're using Pickfords does not mean that it's Pickfords who come and package up your goods and ship your items. Just want to make that clear because I watch a lot of videos and everyone seems to be drawn to Pickfords, thinking that they're this company that everyone knows about and that means that they are I guess, more trustworthy. That's not actually the case at all. Like I said, a lot of our boxes say Pickford's. The company was not Pickford's. I will leave everything linked below for you. This whole process in itself is a very costly process, you know, everything from start to finish. So you can save a bit of money wherever you can, then it really does help. Gosh, just look at the absolute chaos. I think I preferred an empty home. Oh my gosh, I've emptied, I think I'm on my 4th box, just putting away kitchen stuff. This is a lot. I am also, I know it's been shipped all the way here, but I've also got a box going with things that have either chipped or just don't want. So far, touch wood, I haven't found anything damaged or cracked or smashed. Anything that I've just mentioned that was cracked that's gone in that pile is stuff that I brought it from the UK. I don't know why I brought it over. Yeah, I know I'm stupid. And we obviously bought plates here, but it's quite nice because now we do have, you know, like an overflow of plates, because I've only bought, I think, 6 or 8 of each, something like that. I'm going to carry on now with the kitchen. I think when they've gone, my son is going to try and build shelving out there so that we can get some of the Christmas boxes, decks, things like that outside, and then that will free up some more room. It's 8:30 at night. I'm only just sitting down. My back is wrecked. I feel utterly exhausted. We just got Uber Eats delivered because, oh my God, I couldn't face cooking. And it was obviously getting really, really late. I'll give you a quick view of how my bedroom's looking. I have got my bed built, mattress on, it's all made. And I think I'm going to eat this food and then I'm going to have a bath and go to bed, because my car is going back into the garage tomorrow to have catalytic converter replaced. Thankfully under warranty. We've got to leave the house at like 7:30 in the morning, so and it's going to be horrible because I'm going to have to leave this house the way it looks and come back to the way it looks. But let me show you my view in my room, and I'll also show you my food. Okay, this is the state of my room. Boxes, I mean, it's not awful, to be honest with you. You know, it could be worse. The kitchen, however, considering I feel like I've opened about 1,000 boxes, it still looks an absolute mess. Anyway, got myself a Panda Express, which is Chinese. I've got some vegetables, so I went half rice, half vegetables. Got teriyaki chicken and then orange chicken. Looks super yum. And then I've got a little fortune cookie for afterwards. So I'm going to tuck into this, and I think I'm going to watch Impractical Jokers because they are my favourite. If no one has ever watched the Impractical Jokers, oh my gosh, you have to. We've been watching them for years, and it's just a bunch of guys that are friends, and it's hilarious. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy my food. I'm going to watch Impractical Jokers, and then I'm going to run myself a very nice bath. In fact, actually, I'm going to have a shower because my hair is stuck to my head now. Can't have a bath. I've still got to wash my hair yet. So I'm definitely not going to do any more unboxing because hair is a priority. Anyway, I will catch up with you hopefully at some point tomorrow. Obviously, I need to do more unboxing, packing away and bits like that, but hopefully I'll catch up with you tomorrow. It's actually nearly a week later. I've been that busy. It's just non-stop and it's still utter chaos. I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you around the house now. I do want to do like a full sort of house tour with furniture, but I'm going to wait quite a while until I do that. But I'm going to show you sort of the progress we've made so far. I've taken a lot to the tip, which I know sounds probably crazy that I'm doing that when I've shipped it all the way from the UK. But I don't think I realised of how much wouldn't fit, suit, want in this house. Like, it's very, very different, this house. So yeah, anything that I don't feel goes, looks right, or I've changed my mind on, I'm just thrifting it. Or we've taken about 6 boxes to the thrift store so far, so I feel good that it's actually going somewhere nice and that people might be getting a slice of the UK, things that, you know, they may not be able to get here. Anyway, I'm going to show you around the house now, and I'm also going to show you my daughter's finished wall, because I kind of left you on a cliffhanger and I didn't show you how it looks, so I'm going to show you that as well. Right, starting with the kitchen. So I've moved that black unit there, which I think looks okay. The stuff on top of it isn't necessarily staying how it is. I've just positioned it there for now. And then I'll just show you around the room. We've got shed loads of boxes stacked up there. That footstool doesn't look right. No, it just doesn't look right at all. So I'm probably going to thrift that. I personally can't face any of these boxes at the moment, so hence why they're stacked, and I'll tackle them another time. They're not going anywhere, and it's just been a full-on week, to be honest with you. And I feel like I need a break. I feel mentally like I can't do many more boxes, so I have just stuck them up for now. Got some more boxes down here, and then I have cleared out the pantry a little bit. Just look at this pantry. I still love my pantry. So we did have loads of Christmas at the back. We've now only got a Christmas tree, which I've kind of kept there only because I don't want it getting damaged in the garage at the moment. There's not really somewhere to put it. So I'm going to leave that there. But I have taken all the Christmas stuff, the rest of it out, and just got these bits here. And I'm going to keep this ladder in here as well because I'm a bit of a short ass and I can't necessarily reach everything. But I've got loads of my jars from the UK, so they're all kind of full, and like the wicker baskets, things like that I've opened from the UK. I've put in here lots of like storagey bits, so I've been busy sorting that out. And then I also have sorted out our fridge a bit. Lots of the containers that we had from the UK, I've now put in the fridge, so they're kind of like neat and tidy. And the fridge was looking very chaotic, so I'm really glad that it looks a lot better. I'll show you the garage. And how that is looking. So my son has built the shelving. It's got 2 to that side. Got a lot of stuff around we're going to have to do a tip run because there is just so much recycling. The bins do get collected tomorrow, but it's mainly this wrapping that's causing the problems. So the thrift store took all of the empty boxes, which was amazing. So I know that I can kind of flatten those down and take those to the thrift store now, and obviously they take them. But it is this packaging we've got that they've wrapped a lot of the stuff in, which I am so grateful for, because honestly I am still shocked that so much of our stuff has arrived intact. I've watched quite a few moving videos from people from especially the UK to the US, and they've just had so much of their stuff arrive broken. And do you know what, like, obviously I've got these boxes here and we do still have some upstairs, but I am so grateful. The packing service that they provided has just been amazing. Obviously I do have a door handle there and they were really worried about that, love them, but those handles are due to be replaced. And if you watch me regularly, a long time ago, before we moved, I can't get the back of the screw out of there, and I don't know how I'm going to. So yeah, we are one handle down, but I've kind of put these together again. I don't know if I'm keeping all of it. That is my daughter's with the tulips. That needs to go up in her room. But yeah, sofas are out. And then this is kind of the carnage over here, which there is method to all of this. There's all of that as well, but we're just kind of skim past that. So this bag is full of bubble wrap. In here is another box I've started again for thrift. Cardboard down there obviously can go to the thrift store, and it's all of this that's causing the problems. But like I said, we're going to have to just do a tip run because there's just not enough room in our bin, and we only get collections once a week. Got bin bag there that needs to go out because, like I said, the bin stuff is being collected tomorrow. And then I'll take you upstairs and show you what progress we've sort of made upstairs. So this is going to be the spare room. My son has put the sides and the back on this today. I've also got a desk that needs to be built for this room because it's essentially going to be a spare room and an office. And then a bit more carnage in there. Again, more stuff here. I think this, my son said, is for the thrift store. There is more Christmas there. That needs to go in the loft. And then I think this is like bathroom stuff. So I've still got that to go through. Again, loads more wrapping. Let's switch a light on, actually. The weather's been a little bit iffy today, so it's quite dark outside. Yeah, got all of that. Again, it's going to have to go to a tip run. And then I'm really going to go through our suitcases. And I'm going to get rid of, well, not get rid, but as in donate them to a thrift store because we've got way too many suitcases. We did keep them, like older ones, to help with the move here. But yeah, they need to be condensed down, should we say. But this is our loft area, which could do a little bit of a tidy up. It's not awful. Got loads of like bed linen there. That is all rubbish. Again, that needs sorting through because there are like boxes and they can obviously go to the thrift store. And then we've got more rubbish down here. Got boxes there that still need to be opened. Let's turn my lights on. And then my room, the bed is now built, which they actually did. I didn't realise it was part of my package that furniture be rebuilt unless it was IKEA. So unfortunately we did have quite, well, all the other beds were IKEA. So yeah, we did have to build those ourselves, but they put this bed together and then I did the drawers because they were in a box and presumably they didn't even know that it was furniture. Still got like bits down there. I think that is my daughter's like dressing table, which I don't think she wants in her room, so I don't know what we're going to do about that. And then my closet is what I've been sorting out today. So I've come to a realisation that I have a lot of clothes. I think probably quite a bit of it doesn't even fit, but for now I've just opened it up and I'm just getting it on hangers, and I will like condense down, sort out at a later time. I think it's very like deceiving in the UK of how many clothes you have, because the way I always worked things was winter wardrobe be put away when it was summer and vice versa. So you never really saw how much you've got. But obviously this is all of summer and winter. And when it's laid out like that, I did look at it and I was like, oh my God, I have a lot of clothes. But a lot of this I've not worn in a long time. And like I said, I really could do with condensing it down, but that is just going to have to be a job for another day. It's just not important at the moment. We've got suitcases behind there. I've got another one here. Like I said, I don't really know what we're going to do about suitcases. So we do have like a loft area in this bedroom. Well, in the closet of this bedroom. I think we're going to have to put suitcase up there because our garage is filling up very quickly. Although this square footage is a lot bigger than our old house, we've lost a loft, as in what we call a loft in the UK. And that's where we stored a lot of our stuff. And obviously we don't have that anymore. We do have the garage, but that is very quickly already kind of filling up. I do need to purchase some more shelves for the garage for the other side. But yeah, I think we're going to have to start putting some suitcase up there, but that might have to be a job for, you know, when my husband comes back over or we all come over together. I've also been trying to sort out these drawers, winter jumpers. I don't even know if I'll ever wear this stuff, but for now I'm keeping it in here. I've got another suitcase there, and yeah, more stuff. Up here at the moment I've got bags and a box of shoes, which I quite like them up there actually. I might look for some other kind of solution. There is still hanging space there for my husband's clothes. At the moment they are in the spare room because he really wants to go through all of his clothing and probably give a lot to a thrift store as well. And then up here I've just like dumped stuff for now. I just want to get it off the floor. One thing that we didn't really, I suppose, notice about this house when we came to look at it, and it just shows how you can get carried away with a house and get a bit blindsided, but we don't really have that much storage up here. So I think things like people's towels and their own bedding is going to have to go in their own closet. Each bedroom does have a walk-in closet, which is a good thing, apart from my daughter's, which isn't, I suppose, necessarily a walk-in. It is a large closet, but it's not necessarily, I maybe wouldn't be classed as a walk-in, I'm not sure. But I think everyone's going to have to start having their own like bedding and towels in their rooms because we just don't have any form of like laundry cupboard. At the moment, I've got spare bath mats and hand towels in here, and I think that's curtains and pillowcases, like as in decorative pillows. So yeah, it is work in progress, but yeah, it just is what it is at the moment. I think I suppose in a way been putting too much pressure on myself, and I just don't feel there's like a massive rush. It would be nice to have loads of these boxes, you know, done, but again, I'm just not putting too much pressure on myself. So this is my bathroom. That I don't like here, and I don't think it goes at all. So I'm not sure where that is going to go at the moment. I don't know, but I don't like it here. So it may be that if it doesn't go anywhere, that it's going to have to go to a thrift store. I don't know. I don't know. I might find somewhere for it. Who knows? It could go in the spare room, but I just need to see really when everything's put together. Put a few bits out. I've got like little faux plant there. But yeah, it's kind of work in progress. But I think it is very much like that, isn't it, when you move in? It takes a while to not only decide where to put things, but work out, you know, if that goes in your new home. But yeah, we'll get there. Right, I'm just going to quickly show you my daughter's finished wall. She didn't want me to film because she thinks it's a mess. So I'm not going to go too low. But yeah, this is the finished result. I think it looks really effective. You like it, don't you? We've got picture to go up there, which is going to go above the wall. And she's also got her tall mirror. But yeah, I just thought I would show you how the stripes turned out. My son's just trying to figure out his room. He's moving his bed around. This is the third time now because layout of his old room was very different. And yeah, he's got a desk for when he gets a computer, which is obviously really important to him. So I think I am gonna close out this video here. I've defrosted some chicken earlier and I'm gonna make a curry for us all tonight. I'm absolutely starving. I've only had a bowl of cereal today. Honestly, I don't know why I'm not like 8 stone. Maybe not eating properly isn't great, but yeah, I've only had a bowl of cereal and I'm absolutely starving, and I think it's got to be about 5:30 now. So I'm going to get cracking and cook that. But I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I will leave the removal company down below of who we used. And any questions, just give a comment below and I will try and answer it for you. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video and us getting our furniture and starting to put it away. And yeah, hubby is now back in the UK, back to work. And yeah, we are still sitting tight, waiting for an interview date, or to be called for an interview at least. This definitely is not for the faint-hearted, any of this, but I'm very appreciative to be here and in the sunshine, although we've not had sunshine today, but you know what I mean. But yeah, until next time, take care and I will see you really soon in my next video. Bye.